The lesser-known historical vision behind the Commonwealth. Many people see the Commonwealth of Nations simply as a loose association of former territories of the British Empire. However, historians often point to a deeper and more ambitious idea that was emerging in the early 20th century, the gradual transformation of empire into a voluntary international partnership of self-governing nations. Some scholars believe this vision was an early experiment in what might have become a global democratic alliance. The turning point came at the Imperial Conference of 1926. At this meeting, leaders from Britain, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Ireland, and New Zealand adopted the Balfour Declaration, 1926. The declaration made a remarkable statement for its time. Britain and the Dominions were autonomous communities within the British Empire, equal in status, in no way subordinate one to another. This idea eventually led to the Statute of Westminster 1931, which formally recognized the legislative independence of many self-governing territories. This was revolutionary. It signaled a shift away from imperial control toward voluntary partnership. Some political thinkers of the time imagined the Commonwealth as something unprecedented, a global network of democracies cooperating while maintaining full sovereignty. It was sometimes described as a family of nations, a free association of peoples, a community bound by shared institutions and ideals. This model was very different from empire. Instead of rule from London, the concept was self-governing nations linked by shared principles. Several influential thinkers promoted the idea of the Commonwealth as a new political model. Jan Smuts. Smuts believed the Commonwealth could become a great association of free peoples cooperating for peace and progress. Although associated with imperial nostalgia, Churchill also spoke of a future where the Commonwealth might serve as a global stabilizing alliance of democratic nations. After independence, Nehru supported India remaining within the Commonwealth, but only as an equal republic among sovereign nations. This decision reshaped the organization. It proved the Commonwealth could exist without allegiance to the British Crown. The decisive turning point came with the London Declaration 1949. This declaration allowed countries to become republics while remaining members. India became the first republic in the Commonwealth. The monarch was no longer the ruler of all member states, but became a symbolic head of the Commonwealth. Today that role is held by King Charles III. This transformation allowed the Commonwealth to expand across Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean during decolonization. 5. Why some historians see a lost opportunity. Some historians believe the Commonwealth could have evolved into something much more powerful. In theory, it had several advantages. Shared language. English facilitated communication. Similar legal systems. Many countries inherited comparable legal frameworks. Common educational traditions. Wide geographic reach. With stronger institutions, the Commonwealth might have become a global democratic alliance, a major economic bloc, a powerful diplomatic coalition. Instead, it remained primarily a consultative association. Several factors prevented deeper integration. 1. Decolonization tensions. Newly independent states were cautious about structures linked to colonial power. 2. Economic divergence. Member states developed very different economic systems. 3. Rise of other institutions. Organizations like the United Nations became the primary global forum. 4. Lack of binding authority. The Commonwealth deliberately avoided becoming a supranational authority. Despite these limitations, the core principle behind the Commonwealth remains unusual, an association of sovereign states choosing cooperation rather than obligation. Few global institutions combine shared legal traditions, common language, historic connections, global geographic reach. This means the Commonwealth still possesses latent potential. Some scholars describe the Commonwealth as an unfinished political experiment. It was one of the earliest attempts to transform a colonial empire into a voluntary international community of equal nations. Whether it evolves into something stronger in the future remains uncertain. But its founding idea, that nations with shared history can collaborate without domination, remains an intriguing model for international cooperation. The Commonwealth may not yet have fulfilled the grand ambitions imagined by some early thinkers, but the historical concept behind it, a worldwide network of sovereign nations cooperating for democracy, development, and peace, still has relevance in an increasingly interconnected world. The lesser-known historical vision behind the Commonwealth.